All right, here we are back at you with another podcast. What's going on to you? I hope you are doing well. I'm Courtney. Courtney, the host of the Life and Transitions podcast, and the owner, I suppose, of State Pro Service, where we try to help families who are navigating the probate process or estate planning find some valuable, hopefully, and valuable solutions to the property there. So, what I try to do on this channel is give as much information as I can about probate in North Carolina. I am a certified probate expert, which means I don't know everything. It actually means that this expertise is a process, and I'm dedicated to sharing my thoughts and my experience to help you hopefully make things even smoother in the probate process or the estate planning process. I'm not an attorney and I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not offering that. Again, I'm just sharing my experience. But one thing that many people ask quite often is, how much will it cost for an attorney if you're doing probate? So that's separate from just how much probate is, but how much will it cost to pay for attorneys? So we're going to look at 5 ways attorneys structure their payment in North Carolina. So just a reminder, probate is the legal process of settling the affairs in the estate of a deceased person. If someone passes away with property in their name, or perhaps they even have assets in their name, someone somehow has to be able to legally rectify those, distribute the inheritance, or pay off the bills. And that's the probate process. The personal representative, who's going to be the executor if there's a will, or the administrator if there's not a will, is going to be responsible for opening the probate, notifying the creditors, making an account for all the inventory and accounting of bills that have been paid. And in fact, they'll have to pay the bills and the taxes, distribute any of the inheritance, and then close the estate. So there's a lot involved in there, and it's in North Carolina. It's going to take a minimum of 4 months if everything runs smoothly for you to finish the probate, but some go even longer than that. Now, in North Carolina, you're not required. Actually, in North Carolina, you're not required to have an attorney. However, it is very highly encouraged that you do have an attorney. If you're looking for an attorney, you can reach out, and we'll definitely connect you with some of our vetted state professionals. Now, the attorney fee can be paid by the estate if the court deems that the fee is reasonable. So you can't just go and hire the $3 million attorney for a $30,000 estate, and then they're doing something that's outside the purview of a normal estate administration that doesn't necessarily isn't deemed reasonable. Then you're not going to be able to use the state fees to pay that. So be careful there. All right. Now, attorneys usually would not charge more than 5% of the total gross value of the estate. So, how much insurance, how much property, how much is actually the estate is worth, the total gross, not the net, not how much is worth after the bills are paid, but the gross. The attorney's fees will usually not exceed more than 5,000. So if you have, not 5,000, 5%, excuse me. So if you have, I'm gonna have the Alexa, what is 5% of 1 million? So let's say you have a $1 million insurance policy, or you have a couple of properties that end up adding up to 1 million, then the attorney could possibly charge $50,000. So again, it's definitely in your best interest while you're alive to make sure that your properties are properly titled, properly recorded, properly put into some legal instruments that help you avoid the probate process. And but according to We Are Atticus, you can expect to pay about $200 to $500 per hour for a probate attorney. So depending on how long the billing is, billed hours are, that's what your expectations are. But let's look really deeply at 5 common ways attorneys charge for probate in North Carolina. One is, again, the hourly rate, and you saw there's about 500. It depends of the attorney, but there's the hourly rate. You'll know that. And again, not again, but I should say you should have this understood up front before you move forward with your attorney. The second way is just a flat fee. Maybe they'll just say, okay, we're going to charge $10,000. We'll get it done. We'll take care of everything. The third way may be a retainer fee. All right, we'll hold this fee, and then I will pull this money from the retainer up until we're finished, and of course return anything that's not used. And let me stay positive. contingency fee. So, all right, we're going to charge this much, but if we have to end up going to litigation, it's going to be more. Or if we have to end up doing this step and hunting down heirs, it's going to be more. So there may be some contingency. So make sure you check for that. And then some take a percentage of the estate. Okay, we will take again, up to 5% of the gross value, but we'll take 2%, 3%, 1%. So those are 5 common ways. We'll just real quick again: hourly rate, flat rate, retainer fee, contingency, and percentage of the estate. Now, if you need support finding an attorney or even other aspects, again, there's all type of aspects that come in, especially with this property. Maybe you want to list it. Maybe you want a cash buyer. Maybe you want to go ahead and rehab it and rent it out yourself or fix it up so you can live there. Maybe you need help cleaning the items out or help dealing with the items in proper estate sale management. Or perhaps this is an elderly person who's looking to downsize in more communities, and that'd be right up our alley to support you. Or again, now you have this inheritance of these funds, or you want to protect your family from having to go through probate again. How do we do this? Well, check us out at Estate Pro Service, and we can connect you with the right vendor to really help you accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. All right, folks, I like to hopefully provide some powerful, but good information to you. And hopefully that was. And I think I'm getting the StreamYard down. So I like the StreamYard. Yeah, shout out to StreamYard. Make me an affiliate or something. At any rate, hope you're doing well. Hope you have a blessed day. Rising tides, it lifts all sails. Cheers.